This is The Locker Room on News 3.
Hello and welcome inside our award-winning locker room show sponsored by your Hampton Roads Chevy dealers. I'm Megan Plain. Adam Winkler has the night off. This week, all eyes have been on the Chiefs, Bills, Packers, and Buccaneers as they are the final four NFL teams standing this postseason. But first, today, the Washington football team steals some of that spotlight as they make NFL history. With today's hire of Martin Mayhew, Washington's new general manager, they become the first team with a minority head coach, team president, and GM. Mayhew played for the then Washington Redskins from 1989 to 1992 and started at cornerback for their Super Bowl 26 team when they picked up the franchise's third title. He also interned for Washington's personnel department in 1999 while in law school at Georgetown. Mayhew has prior experience as a GM, the role he held with the Lions for 7 of the 15 seasons he spent with Detroit, leading them to a couple of playoff appearances. Now here's what head coach Ron Rivera, who Mayhew will report to, said about the new hire. Quote, Martin is a proven GM who brings a wealth of knowledge and experience. He will be an integral part of running daily football ops and will allow me the opportunity to focus more on coaching, end quote. Now Washington also announces the hire of Marty Herney as executive vice president of football and player personnel. He too will report to Rivera, who he worked with in Carolina. Herney brings 28 years of NFL experience to his new role, and like Mayhew, this isn't his first rodeo with Washington. After covering the team as a reporter, he was hired as part of the public relations department in 1988. Now looking ahead to Sunday's NFC Championship game, it's Tampa Bay versus Green Bay. Bucs quarterback Tom Brady and Packers quarterback Aaron Rodgers go head-to-head for the 4th time in their careers. And despite the many years each of them has spent in the league, this marks just the first time they're playing one another in the postseason. It's Brady who's the king of the postseason, leading the NFL in starts, wins, passing yards, and touchdown passes. And if he leads his team to the Super Bowl, the Bucs become the first team in NFL history to play in a Super Bowl at their home stadium.
I know the kind of team they are and what they're capable of. They got a great offense, one of the best in the league, really talented defense, really well coached. So it's how it should be. You know, the two best teams in the conference should be getting together and seeing how it all goes down.
Now beating the Packers quarterback Aaron Rodgers certainly won't be an easy task. He led the league this season with a career-high 48 touchdown passes. Meanwhile, in the AFC, the Chiefs receive fantastic news ahead of their matchup with the Bills. Quarterback Patrick Mahomes is no longer in concussion protocol and will start at quarterback on Sunday.
You can only control what you can control. And for me, that was coming in every single day with a positive attitude, trying to make myself better, prepare myself as if I was going to play. And luckily enough, I haven't had any symptoms and I'm able to play. And so I just prepared myself and controlled what I could control. And luckily enough, we're at where we're at now.
In Sunday's matchup, Bills head coach and William & Mary product Sean McDermott reunites with his former boss, Chiefs coach Andy Reid. McDermott was part of Reid's coaching staff with the Eagles. Now let's hear from Reid as he shares what qualities he remembers about the former Tribe defensive back and assistant coach.
Very organized, very smart, and very tough. I would tell you are the primary characteristics. State wrestling champ, William & Mary academic school, and he was one of the starters. It's tremendous. He deserves Coach of the Year, man.
I've said this time and time again. I've learned a lot from Andy Reid in my time with him in Philadelphia. And so I have a tremendous amount of respect for him and his family, the way they helped guide me then and still do today.
That AFC Championship between the Bills and the reigning Super Bowl champs, Kansas City Chiefs, airs live on News 3 Sunday at 6:40 p.m. Meanwhile, the NFC Championship between the Bucs and Packers takes place earlier in the day. Kickoff from Green Bay is set for 3:05 p.m. Now, each team playing this weekend averaged at least 29 points per game during the regular season, and this marks the first time in the Super Bowl era that all 4 conference championship teams have averaged that amount. So fingers crossed, hopefully we see a shootout this weekend, high-scoring games. It should be fun to watch.
Quickly, who's going to the Super Bowl?
Buccaneers and Chiefs.
All right, Tampa Bay.
There we go.